What is up, my Degens? Chris, the Dice Degen here. Welcome to another story time. We've got the fire roaring. As you can see, we have a special guest. We have Dice Dr. Dan in the house. Since the doctor's in the house, I had to break out the scrubs. All right, I'm scrubbing in, nursing for Dice Dr. Dan. Dice Dr. Dan, welcome. How are you this evening?
Hey, I'm just fine, Chris. Glad to be here with you tonight.
I'm super glad that you are here. Thank you for coming on. If you guys aren't aware, Dice Dr. Dan has a channel, lots of great strategies. It'll be linked down below, and you can also click the card over to that side of the screen to go to his channel. As soon as you're done watching this, click on the channel, go subscribe to his channel. All right. All our providers, we appreciate when you guys subscribe. All right, we really do. Drop a like on the video. Let everybody know that you're supporting them. So, classic story time. We love story time, all right? And we've got a good one here today. I haven't heard it, but I already know it's going to be a good one. Dice Dr. Dan and I have been chatting for a few minutes here, and it's been great. So I can just imagine this story is great. So, Dice Dr. Dan, I will pass it over to you, and you can tell us your story about the rookie.
Well, thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. As he said, this is the story of the rookie. Some years ago, I was living up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and in order to get to a casino, I had to go into Indiana, and I would either stop in South Bend, Indiana, or I would go all the way down to Gary. And this one night, it was a Friday night, I decided I would head all the way to Gary, and I went to the Harrah's Casino. And when I got to the craps table, amazingly, it wasn't very busy. There was one young guy who was there, and he was playing. And you know how it is. First timers, second timers, you can tell them. They're not real used to what they're doing. And he was getting a little bit of help from the dealer. And the dealer would tell him, to shoot, you have to play the pass line. And sure enough, he would play the pass line and he would shoot. And then the dealer suggested to him that to get his feet wet, he would play a place 6 and a place 8. So the young man did. And after he had set his place 6 and place 8, the dealer said, there's a thing called the second roll yo. And so the kid said, well, what is that? And the dealer explains the yo to him, that it's a 6-5. You got one roll. You're either going to win or lose. So the kid says, well, how do I play it? He says, how much do you want to play it for? Kid says, I guess $5. He says, give me the $5 and tell me you want a yo. So the kid does it, and the dealer puts the $5 on a yo. Kid takes the dice and he throws them. Sure enough, a yo comes up. So he gets $75. And when he gets his $75, you can tell he's liking this. So the dealer says to him, I don't think I ever told you about a thing called the parlay bet. And the kid said, what is that? He says, you take your winnings and you stack them on top so that you're parlaying your whole bet up and just bet it all again on the 11. And the kid says, I don't know about that. He says, what the heck? You're only in it for a nickel. So the kid says, all right. So he parlays. And when he parlays his bet, sure enough, the kid throws another yo. So now he's up in 2 rolls of the dice. He's up over $1,000. And I mean, you know how it gets. I mean, this kid was so excited. He's kind of hollering and he's dancing around and he's hooping it up. Well, you know what that happens? Here comes the floor man over there to figure out what's going on. So the dealer tells him, you know, he played the 11. I suggested he parlayed and he parlayed. So the floor man kind of gives the dealer kind of a dirty look. And the dealer says, you know what? He says, it's only a nickel. Why don't you parlay that again? And the kid, and I'm sitting there shaking my head, don't do it, don't do it. And the dealer convinces the kid. He puts the whole thousand and some dollars onto that yo, and he threw it a third time.
Oh my
When he,
goodness. That's
I
insane.
mean, I think that's like what, $17,000 or something.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got a,
So
oh my good, that's that's what we live for in the
about this
craps world.
about this time, the floor man says to the box man, "Cover this side," and he takes the dealer by the arm and walks away with him. And as often as I went back to that casino, I never saw that dealer again.
Oh my goodness.
But can you imagine
No.
first time and you win 17 grand? I mean, my guess is that kid has got to be still playing craps.
Oh, he has to be 100%. I really hope he doesn't do that second roll yo still though, and then keeps parlaying it.
Yeah,
But that's insanity. It's funny that it
I
happened on a yo because your hat, you got the fedora on. I don't know. I think you
got
rock it
it.
a little better than Chiro, in my personal opinion. We know the beef that's going on there, but that's hilarious. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the hat. But wow, that's incredible. I mean, personally, like when I play the horns, right? I'll throw, something on the horns. If I hit it, I do parlay it, but I guess I shouldn't even call it parlay. Like I'll half parlay it. So like, on my come out throws, my set throws a lot of horns, so I like to, put a $5 like horn high ace deuce out there. If I hit it, I usually at that level I'll stack it. But if I hit it again, I'll go up on it. But I mean, I'm not parlaying the whole thing. That's I guess I'm
No.
not degen enough.
I mean, first off, I couldn't believe that the dealer, well, I could believe that the dealer told the kid, suggested the parlay the
Yeah.
first time,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a nice way for them to get all that money back,
Oh, 100%.
and yeah, so I knew what he was doing. But boy, on that second one, I thought, oh God, kid, please don't do this. And he did, and sure enough. But you talk about horns. One of my favorite moves is on the come out roll. If I play a $4 horn and it hits, all I do is I add a $6 high low to it, trying to find that 2 or 12.
Okay.
And when that hits, it pays 113. So and if it hits again, I'll double up on the high low.
Okay.
So that's been kind of my favorite come out bet to kind of offset the pass line loss.
Yeah, that's I guess what a memorable first time playing craps. I need to find this kid. I need to have him on. I need to hear his side of the story now. That's insane. Like,
Wouldn't it just be something if that young man was one of your subscribers and saw this and said, "Chris, I'd like to come on your show."
well, since you gave me the opening, if Mr. Rookie, who parlays 3 11s in a row and hits for 17 grand on his first time playing, first, second time, whatever, playing craps, if you're watching this, my email's in the description. Get over there right now, take your phone, and shoot me an email right now. Right now. Stop what you're doing and shoot me
Yeah,
an email. Because that's unbelievable. It's funny sometimes how, it's funny how all the dealers, right, tell you kind of the same way to play, right? It's pass line 6-8. It's usually the same thing all the dealers tell you. And I've never had a dealer tell me to bet the horn, so interesting. And then the second roll, yo, that's hilarious. And then the fact that he just the parlay, I completely understand because, like you said, right, the chances of that happening very slim. So easy, $80 coming back to the house. Kid was like, "Oh, I guess that was fun. I lost $5. It was a thrill though, right?" But then does it a third time. Well, I can't even imagine. I don't even know what I would do. I'd probably try to set for an 11 and I'd miss the 11 completely.
oh sure, you throw a five.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But then again,
yeah,
even though the dice degen, I don't think I could stack up a grand on the yo. I don't think I could do it.
yeah. Your belly has got to be churning.
Oh, 100%.
But here's this kid who's never played before. So
Yeah.
the belly is not churning like it would be for us.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it's just
100%.
he didn't have that nervousness yet.
Yeah, we're
And then
jaded,
for him
right?
to throw
We're jaded. We're too used to playing and then like fighting for our wins, grinding things out. This kid, what the heck? Here we go. Throw it all in the yo, and we'll go for it again. Why not?
absolutely, yep. Now you have played the crazy hard way dollar, haven't you? On the 6 and 8, where you'll parlay, and on the third one you collect 1,000.
I've tried to do it. I've never actually hit it. I didn't even know it was called that, but I've tried to do it. Um, I was I missed out on it by one roll a few times, and of course, I was at a table once at my local with this guy, and no lie, he threw I think maybe 12 rolls. Nine of them were hard sixes.
Oh my gosh!
No lie. I mean, I'm telling you,
Whew.
every dice throw is basically a hard six. There was another number thrown in there, another hard six. So, I was playing, and I typically don't bet the hard ways on other people. Sometimes I will. It depends. I bet them on myself because I tend to roll hard ways. But um, this guy was throwing them left and right, and I was like, I'm not really superstitious, but I have this thing where like if I start changing my bets to try to catch what's happening, then you know what comes. So I try not to do it
Oh
for
yeah.
myself, but also for the table in general, because I want everybody to win, right? So I try not to do it, and so I was betting the six, I was betting the eight, I was playing like a 6, 7, 8 on this guy, so I was loving it. I had my six pressed up because once I collect off like the six or the eight, I start pressing and hoping that he'll hit a couple more, or I'll start half pressing at a certain point and collect and press. But so I was getting lucky on the six with this guy because I was hitting my six and getting paid. But I grabbed the hard six after his I'm telling you, after his sixth one, I grabbed the hard six. No, after his seventh one, I grabbed the hard six. Next roll was like an eight, and then the next roll was a hard six. And I was like, all right, great. So I parlayed the whole thing, and next roll was a hard six, and I was like, this guy's on something over here. I mean, I'm telling you, he was going nuts because he started with a $5 bet on the hard six, and he was pressing every single time. He wasn't parlaying, but he was pressing. He was up to like I think $100 on the six, and he finally hit it, and then he went up a little bit more, and that's when I had it parlayed for my. I was looking for the third hit, and that's when the seven came. Dice come back
Ooh.
onto this guy. So what do I do? I don't think he can throw the hard sixes like that again, so I stay off them. First three rolls, three hard sixes in a row.
Oh no!
I sat there.
Huh. And you're not on it.
No, I was off of it. I was betting the six, so I was fine with it. But I was sitting there like this guy's insane, and he wasn't setting the dice. He was picking them up and
Mm.
chucking them, and I was
I,
sitting there
I
like,
had a,
oh my god,
I had
what
a
is that?
friend, I had a friend of mine. Go ahead.
I was just saying, what was happening there? Like, you're just random chucking, and you. I understand a nice roll with random chucking, but I mean to throw nine hard sixes in 12 throws, random throwing. Okay,
That's an anomaly you will probably only see once in a lifetime.
yeah,
I had a friend of mine from Kalamazoo that he would come along and we'd play craps. He was phenomenal at throwing the hard ways. And so that's exactly what I would do. It's a dollar, hard six, hard eight. And if he hit it, I'd parlay. If he'd hit it again, I'd parlay. And he's won twice for me like that.
okay.
So got me $1,000 twice. And to be a nice guy, I bought him a hamburger.
There you go. Got to tip the shooter, right? Sometimes.
Gotta tip that shooter.
Yeah, It's funny. I always play the hard ways on myself, but I've tried to do it on myself with playing it for $1, and I've done it with the dealers too. That because I always have when I'm shooting, I always have a dealer hard way bet too. So I go two-way hard ways, um, and I've tried to do it for myself and the dealers, but I can't get the hard like I can throw hard ways, but easy sixes and eights are mixed in there every once in a while, so it always knocks it off. I've been up to two myself, and then like you said, with this kid, just he doesn't have it in his stomach. I'm sitting there trying to throw the hard six, and what do you know? What comes out? The nice 2x4, and I'm like, well, I'm not mad, but I'm mad at the same time.
Sure, sure.
As
Well, Chris, I really do love your channel,
I
and
appreciate
I
it.
think this is fantastic what you're doing, and I hope when the others see this, they recognize what you're doing, and I hope they come onto your channel and tell their story, because without a doubt, I know every one of these guys has got some sort of a fantastic story to tell you. So I would encourage them to do that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate the words and you coming on and sharing your story. That's a very memorable crap story right there. You hear about some of these big wins, but a big win happening in that way, that's unbelievable. And I do hope people come on. This is fun for me. I think it's fun for the audience. I hope people do enjoy them. I don't think it's too hard to come on, is it? You just click the link. It's not
No,
too hard.
it's relatively. I thought it was pretty easy,
Okay.
you know. So I mean, it's not quite as easy as Jeff, but you're close.
Close, yeah. Different softwares. So I'm familiar with
Yes.
Jeff's because I go and play on his thing sometimes. So familiar with his. Yeah, it's not quite as easy, but it's not too bad. So yeah, but I really appreciate you coming on and thank you for sharing your story. If anyone watching wants to be a part of Storytime with the Degen, you already know what to do. Drop it in the comments down below. Shoot me an email, dicedegen@gmail.com. It's in the description down below. Shoot me an email. I'd love to have you on. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It can be just a story from you playing craps. It can be a story about your first time. Could even be a trip report from your last weekend. I don't care. Come on, sit by the campfire. All right, it's not too hot. I promise. It's really not that hot, and we'll have a good time. So again, Dice Doctor Dan, thank you for the story. Link to Dice Doctor Dan's channel in the description down below. All right, go check out his channel. Go subscribe. All right, it's a great channel. I promise you that. And again, thank you, Dice Doctor Dan. I appreciate it. And that's it, I think, for story time with Dice Doctor Dan. Again, doctors in the house, Nurse Degen, just sitting by the fire, making sure no one gets hurt by the fire. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Just remember, guys, everyone has a little Degen in them, and I will see you guys real soon. Peace.